Look at how they're testing for coronavirus in Australia. It's a drive-through clinic aimed at stemming the spread of the virus. They're doing the same thing down at Fairview facilities in the Twin Cities. Nurses take 3 swabs from each person and hand them off to a medical assistant.
Schools in Minnesota would look a lot different under a new bill being considered by state lawmakers, and your kids probably won't like it. It would change how preschoolers and kindergartners use tablets, smartphones, or other digital media without the help of a teacher.
One part of the bill restricts all personal devices in publicly funded preschools and kindergartners. A second part starts a public service announcement campaign on the negative effects of screen time. The proposal is in line with recommendations from the American Academy of Pediatrics, which says no screen time before 18 months and a maximum of 1 hour per day for 2 to 5-year-olds with adult involvement. North Dakota Democrats were hoping for a good turnout for this year's revamped caucuses, and they got it. And then some. Just look at these long lines. Party organizers had to put out an urgent call for help yesterday for volunteers to help with the overflow in Fargo.
They wound up extending voting hours in both Fargo and Grand Forks to give everyone who wanted a chance to vote a vote. One person in line says it reminded her of the lines in Disneyland. Another told us that parking was completely unavailable around the entire block of the building. Many people didn't mind and said that they were glad to see such a good turnout.
Now, a party spokesman says final results probably won't be ready until a little later today. But our latest check shows Senator Bernie Sanders with a slight lead over former Vice President Joe Biden. Be sure to stay with us for that final tally throughout the day by going to valleynewslive.com or using our VNL News app.
And one important thing there, the city of Fargo, or the voting there, is not included in this tally. And we know that's a big one, so stay with us as we follow this election. It's now 9 minutes before the top of the hour. Let's check that First Alert Storm Team forecast with Lisa Green.
Good thing we're warming things up here for today. We're going to see temperatures back into the 30s, even some 40s coming up in your forecast. That does come with some clouds, some moisture with it too that we'll be dealing with today. So here's a look at that hourly planner. We're going to see those temperatures rising this morning. We're already starting off very mild in the 20s in a lot of spots, but we hit that 40-degree mark coming up for this afternoon for Fargo with the south wind to thank. It's going to be in the teens, but we're also going to see that wind gusting into the 20s and 30s at times. So a little breezy to go with that warm up and mostly cloudy skies too. And I mentioned that chance for a little bit of precipitation. We do have a couple of rounds of it, mostly just nuisance kind of light precipitation moving through, but with temperatures up and below freezing from time to time over the next 24 hours, that could lead to some slick spots on the roads, including this morning. We've got some very light stuff up in the northwest, up in the Devil's Lake Basin. You could see some pink indicating a little bit of freezing drizzle, and then blue indicating that snow stretching up toward Langdon too, a little mix going on there as well. This is very light again, but just be aware that anywhere where we have something on the radar here today, it might lead to some slick spots here for your drive this morning and then again later tonight. Our temperatures right now, we are into the teens over in the east and 20s there. Out to the west, we're at 30 degrees currently in Devil's Lake and 30 in Langdon. Fargo's at 26, 27 currently in Grand Forks. That wind coming in out of the south is going to be our friend here today to bring in that warmer weather. Of course, it's going to get a little stronger than it is right now. Right now, we're seeing wind speeds in that 5 to 15 mile per hour range. So today, warm. Watch out for that chance for a little bit of rain and snow, especially tonight after dinner time into the later evening hours. We'll see some scattered rain showers move through, and eventually that mixes back over into early Thursday morning, which could lead to a little bit of a slick morning commute in some spots. And then tomorrow, some lingering light snow showers, still staying mild. For Friday, rather, we're going to see some cooling going on, but some sunshine returns. And this weekend, Saturday looks to be the better day. Most of the day going to be quiet. That will be good for the St. Patrick's Day parade. You'll still need to bundle up, a high of about 30. Sunday's our day to see a chance for some snow. Could be some measurable snow lasting into Monday. And now for a look at traffic, here's Devin Fry with the Valley Today's traffic on the move.
Thanks, Lisa. We're finishing up this hour on our last major roadway. We're on I-29. We are heading north toward Grand Forks. Now, overall, the traffic flow this morning, it's been pretty light throughout the day, but it's really just starting to kind of hit its stride here. You can see, though, it's still not quite as crowded here in the northbound lanes of I-29 as we usually get. I would say the most competitive area as far as driving goes that we had on our drive this morning has been the westbound lanes of I-94, in particular around this tri-level level interchange, which we're about to drive underneath. So overall, that's been the busiest area, but it's really been a light morning. Now, one thing to watch out for as you make your way out the door today in Moorhead, there is going to be some construction causing a little bit of a detour. First Avenue North between 7th Street and 11th Street is going to be closed for an emergency sewer repair, and that's going to be happening all day. So there is going to be a detour through Center Avenue, I should say, which you can access through 7th Street and 11th Street North. So other than that, though, shouldn't really be anything interrupting your morning commute. We're going to keep checking out the roadways in the next hour on the Fargo CW, but for now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
Minnesota health officials are confirming a third case of coronavirus, and the patient is in critical condition. They say the person is from Anoka County and is in their 30s and was likely exposed through contact with international travelers.
The patient developed symptoms February 28th and then went to the doctor 4 days later, but was evaluated and then released. The patient went back to the doctor this last Monday and tested positive for COVID-19. South Dakota health officials say a man with underlying health problems who tested positive for COVID-19 has died, but they're not confirming if his death was caused by that virus.
They say he was in his 60s and from Pennington County, which is in the western part of the state. 4 other people from across South Dakota have tested positive for the virus. A COVID-19 scare at UND turned out to be a false alarm. The North Dakota Health Department is now confirming that tests came back negative on a UND student who was self-quarantining after a possible coronavirus exposure. That means there are no confirmed cases in North Dakota.
Hospitals in North Dakota have been fielding dozens of calls with questions on coronavirus, and they're now recommending anyone with concerns or symptoms to make a virtual appointment with doctors before coming in person. Both Sanford and Essentia say they're anticipating spikes in e-visits. For more information on how to sign up for an e-visit, just go to valleynewslive.com or the VNL app and click on this story. Sandbag Central is struggling to get volunteers to help with the 2020 flood fight. Day 2 of operations will start at 7 this morning, and there is no one signed up to help until a little later in this morning. But we did our part here on the Valley today. That's us filling some sandbags yesterday. We got a pallet full of sandbags. There's our traffic guy, Devin Fry, putting it on the pallet there. It's actually a pretty good time. But there are also hundreds of slots that are open this afternoon and evening until the place closes at 7 o'clock.
I felt like it was team bonding, but also helping out our community. So we're encouraging everyone to sign up for a shift. Right now, the situation is about the same for tomorrow and Friday. Officials need 200 people every hour to run Sandbag Central most efficiently. If you can lend a hand, check out the City of Fargo's website, or you can also call the Sandbag Central hotline. That number's on your screen, 476-4000. Groups of 15 or more should call 476-4141. And sweater weather is almost over. Now we're filling our closets with lighter and brighter options.
And joining us live from Detroit Lakes this morning is the Valley Today's Abby Furchner, giving us a look at the latest spring fashion trends. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Lisa and Jordan. I am so excited for this transition from cleaning out my wardrobe but full of those sweaters and adding some of those fun spring trends to the closets this morning. And that's why I'm here with Abby Nyquist at the Nines. And we're talking all about some things that you could go to the store today and grab and throw into your closet to get ready for spring. And I am loving these outfits.
Yeah, we have some fun kind of girls' night, date night outfits right now. This first top we have has that kind of ditzy floral we've been talking about that's really popular right now. She has a cropped cami underneath, which is super nice if you don't want to wear that full tank top. It just goes to about here, but you still get that nice coverage. White denim, super cute, especially with this tulip hem at the bottom here. And then over here, we have an adorable animal skort, which is really fun. So you're not worried about those windy days.
Skorts are back. Oh my goodness.
Super cute. Another big trend right now are bodysuits.
Oh, I love
This
that.
one has these adorable ruffle straps, and it's so cute with kind of that dainty necklace that we've been talking about too.
I saw that on the hanger and I was eyeing it up. I was like, that could be so cute for so many things. And yes, I want to talk about their shoes and their necklaces. They're both kind of wearing that more dainty style accessory.
Yes, dainty styles are definitely in. Espadrilles are super cute. Gives you a little bit of height with a little more comfort with that platform on the bottom. She's wearing brand new Blowfish kind of strappy sandals, and that patent finish is really going to dress them up, which is really fun too.
And I love how you said this is fun for like date nights or girls' nights too. But I mean, I could see myself wearing that just to like go get groceries because I think it is so cute. These are definitely trends you're going to want to have in your closet this spring. It's that time of year. Get rid of the chunky sweaters. pull out the fun strappy body suits and the daintier necklaces too. Make sure you have these in your closet for spring.
I can't get over the skort. I love that. I'm going to have to pick one up. I'm glad they're back.
Yeah, no, they
Skirts? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that it's back.
everything that you showed off looks wonderful. Abby Furchner reporting live. Thank you very much this morning. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question, in an ongoing poll of things that annoy us, 59% of people said that this was very annoying.
Stealing a French fry without asking. The nerve, really. And one more check of our forecast.
Well, we're looking at some maybe annoying rain showers or snow showers coming up for today. But the great thing here is we're looking at some warm weather hitting 40 in a lot of places. Just watch out for that wind and a little drizzle.
And we will